ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, SSLC ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೇನು ಬಂದೇ ಬಿಡ್ತು. ನಾವು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ತುಂಬ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ತಾವು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವ ಅಧ್ಯಯನದ ವೇಳಾಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿಕೊಂಡು ಸುವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಶಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕೋ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷಯವಾರು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಉಪನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಲಯ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಇವರ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಸಹಕಾರದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃಂದದ ಒಂದು ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಲ SSLC ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ತಾವು ಸಮಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೀಲನಕ್ಷೆ ಆಧಾರಿತವಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಸಂಭವನೀಯ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ತಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತಾವು ಉತ್ತರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಪಾಠವಾರು ಯಾವ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ತಾವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತಂತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಕಠಿಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸುಲಭೀಕರಿಸಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಉರ್ದು, ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಾಗೂ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂತಹ ಬೋಧನೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವುಗಳ ಸದುಪಯೋಗವನ್ನು ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪಾಠಗಳ ಪ್ರಸಾರ ಈ ಚಾನಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಚಾನಲ್ದವರ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪಾಠ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಾಠಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತಾವು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಪಾಠಗಳು ಸಹಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಒಂದು ಫಲಿತಾಂಶ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲಿ, ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ, ತಮ್ಮ ಪಾಲಕರಿಗೆ, ಕಲಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಕೀರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು, ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮದಾಗಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇವಲ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ SSLC ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗುವಂತಹ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ವಿನೂತನ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿವಿಧ ನಮ್ಮ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ NGO ಅವರ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ದೊರೆತಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಉಪನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದು, ವಿವಿಧ ತಾಲೂಕುಗಳ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ವಿವಿಧ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನೆರವೇರಿದೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇದರ ಸದುಪಯೋಗವನ್ನು ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ಉಪಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರುವಂತಹ SSLC ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶ ನಿಮ್ಮದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಗದೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮಗೆ ಶುಭವನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Hello children, today we are here on behalf of Department of Public Instruction, Dharwad, myself Suvin Totagi from Presentation School, Dharwad. Here we have to guide you through our videos to get the good marks here. So we go for the first lesson. So first lesson, pair of linear equations in two variables. Probably we will get here 8 marks here. So these 8 marks, how to grab these? So for that we have here, so directly we will go for the solving these linear equations. Dear students, here we have the methods there. So one graphical method and another one algebraic method. For the graphical method, you should have the concept of all the axis quadrants and in which quadrants we will get the which signs there, those basic concepts. For the algebraic, we should know the operations very thoroughly. So for that, in those only we have the again three sub methods there. Those are substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. Let's we go for the each one by one. So directly we go to the algebraic method. In that first one, a substitution method. Let's we take a one example here. Solve the equations. So two linear equations are here. Y is equal to 5x minus 1 and another one 2y is equal to 3x plus 12. So how to solve these? By the substitution method. Substituting is nothing but the, here we have to substitute the values from one equation to another equation. So here we have the y is equal to 5x minus 1. So that equation we are going to substitute in the another second equation, 2y is equal to 3x plus 12. So here we have this 5x minus 1, we are going to substitute in place of y here. After substituting, it will be 2 into bracket 5x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 12. So then multiplying this 2 to the whole, this you will get the 10x minus 2 is equal to 3x plus 12. So here they just took this 3x to the left hand side and this minus 2 to the right hand side, or taking the like terms one side, then you will get the 7x is equal to 14. Now 7x divided by 7 is equal to 14 divided by 7. To eliminate this, cancelling this 7, we are dividing it by the 7 there. So then x is equal to, we got the 2. So one variable's value is x is equal to 2. So let's we find out the second variable. So for that we have the y is equal to 5x minus 1. That in that equation we are substituting here, then we'll get the y is equal to 9. Then solutions to these variables are 2, 9. So this is the first method, substitution method. So let's we go to the next method, elimination method. Eliminating means here we have to eliminate any one variable. So for that, let's we go for the example, solving these two equations. Y is equal to x plus 1 and y is equal to minus x. Here we'll solve that one. So y is equal to x plus 1 and y is equal to minus x. Rewrite those equations. Y is equal to x plus 1 and adding y is equal to minus x. So here you can see here you have the x, positive x, and here we have the negative x. So both get cancelled, or will get subtract themselves, then you will get the only 1. So 2y, because these two are the like terms, y plus y is 2y is equal to 1. So y is equal to, then this 2 will go to the denominator and it becomes a 1 by 2. So y is equal to 1 by 2. If y is equal to 1 by 2, substituting this value in any one equation, you will get the x value there. So due to that one here, y is equal to minus x, in that we substituted and we got the x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So therefore the solutions are minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 are the solutions to these linear equations. So let's go for the last, cross multiplication method. Before going to this method, we have to go through the very important formula. So that formula just we'll explain here. The linear equations general form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So due to the two equations are there, here we took these equations, which are the most form of pair of linear equations. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 is a one equation, and another one a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is these two are the equations. So for the cross multiplication, cross multiplying, so for that we should take here a1 a2, b1 b2, c1 c2, and writing those in terms of like this, b1 b2, c1 c2, a1 a2 and b1 b2, because here we have to cross multiply those variables. So for that, to get the x here, we have to multiply b2 into c1, b1 into c2. To get the y value, we have to multiply c2 into a1, c1 into a2. Next a2, to get the variable constant there, here we have to multiply the a2 into b1 and a1 into b2. So let's we solve one example. So solving these equations by the cross multiplication method. So we have the two equations here, 8x square plus 5x minus 9 is equal to 0 and 2x square plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. There is one important point here, you have to give more importance to that, because in this cross multiplication method always we have to take the equations in the standard form. So for that we have to take that constant to the right hand side. If it is given it is given in the right hand side, you have to take it in the left hand side. So let's solve this one. So the solution is, first we have to write down from the first equation which are the coefficients of these variables. A1 is 8, B1 is 5, C1 is minus 9. This is for the first equation. For the second equation, A1 is 2 and B1 is 2 and C1 is minus 4. So now we will go for the cross multiplication. After cross multiplying, here we will get this solution and we will get the x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5 as our solutions. So these are very important methods to get the 2 marks here. So very important. In this definitely one will ask for the 2 marks. So here ends the first chapter. Let's we go to the next chapter. The next chapter is polynomials. So it carries 6 marks there. Now the polynomial, you already learned there from beginning from the 8th standard, 9th standard. So basic things you should know that one. And here you will get the 1 mark 1 question there based on the degrees. So let's see those. So polynomials. So these are divided into 3 types there. So linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. So these are divided based on their powers there or degrees. So linear polynomial is nothing but its general form is ax plus b. So here x is a one variable, having one variable, and its highest power is 1. So quadratic polynomial. So quadra means 2. So quadratic polynomials, its general form is ax square plus bx plus c. And here highest the power of here x is 2, so that's why it is recognized as a quadratic polynomial. So we go to the last one, cubic polynomial. So cube means 3, so cubic, its general form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and its highest degree is 3. So this is about the polynomials. So now we'll go for the zeros of a polynomial. A zero of a polynomial is nothing but so we have to substitute a value in a polynomial, it should get the value as a 0 there. So for that we call it as a zeros of a polynomial. It may have 1 0 or more than 1 0 also. So for that here we will go for the two examples there. So find the zeros of following polynomials. So first one, x square minus 4. X square minus 4. So taking this here, we took this 4 is nothing but a perfect square, and we can write in terms of the 2 square there. So that's why here x square minus 2 square. So x square minus 2 square is nothing but in the form of a square minus b square. So that's why here we wrote the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So that's why here we wrote x plus 2 into x minus 2. If these are the factors of this polynomial, let's we equate those to the 0, then we'll get the x is equal to minus 2 is a one solution, x is equal to 2 is another solution. So solutions are nothing but they are the zeros. To verify these, if you substitute the x one value as a minus 2 in this, so x square minus 4, so minus in the place of x substitute minus 2, so minus 2 whole square is nothing but the plus 4, so plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So that's why equating to 0 you will get the 0 means your value is correct. By this, in this method you can verify that one. So we go for the another second example. There it is also quadratic polynomial, x square minus 2x minus 8. So in this x square minus 2x minus 8, here we have to split middle term in such a manner, if you multiply there you should get the 8, or if you add or subtract you should get the minus 2 there. So for that I splitted the here minus 2 as a 2x minus 4x. So here in making the two groups here, so x square minus 2x is one group and minus 4x minus 8 is the another group. In this, take the common x into bracket x plus 2 bracket close minus, in this minus 4 is the common there, take out and write the remaining part remains here x plus 2. So in the next step, in the whole x plus 2 is common, so remains there x minus 2. So x minus 4 and x plus 2 are the two factors. So equating these two to the 0, then we will get the x is equal to one value as a minus 2 from this factor and x is equal to plus 4 from this factor. So x is equal to minus 2 or 4 are the zeros of a given polynomial. So this is about the polynomial. Let's we go for the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So you already familiar with the word coefficient of polynomial. So let's we take the, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, so ax square bx plus c, that is a standard form. So then here, so if you add those zeros, means alpha plus beta, so sum of zeros is equal to, it is minus b upon a, minus b upon a. So if you multiply those, we will get the product of the zeros, that is nothing but alpha into beta is equal to c divided by a. So let's we go for the one example there. So find a quadratic polynomial, the sum and the product of the whose zeros are 4 and 1 respectively. So here we have the solution there. So let's a quadratic polynomial in the standard form ax square plus bx plus c, and its zeros be alpha and beta. So directly going to that part, here we have to identify here alpha plus beta already they given. So in the question only sum and product. So sum is 4 and the product is 1 there. So sum of the zeros alpha plus beta, that's equal to 4 there. We can write this 4 as a 4 divided by 1 as a fraction. So 4 divided by 1 is equal to, there we had seen the sum formula, so minus b by a. So product of the zeros is equal to alpha into beta, that is equal to 1. It is nothing but the 1 divided by 1. So which is equal to c divided by a from the formula. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 1. So this a is equal to 1 is from here, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4, b is equal to minus 4. Here because of the this minus sign we will get the b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to already it is c is equal to 1. So our polynomial is a is equal to a quadratic polynomial is x square plus 4x plus 1 is the our answer. So last part of this chapter, that is a very important one, division algorithm for polynomials. You already familiar with the algebraic this algorithm, but here we are going for the division algorithm for the polynomials. So given any, what is this one? It is nothing but the given any polynomial p of x and the non-zero polynomial g of x, there are polynomials q of x and r of x in such a manner that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So this is nothing but the p of x is a polynomial, g of x is this is a dividend, is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So did you remember that one in the chapter real numbers? So in the formula here we have the p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So let's we go for one example there again. So divide 3x cube plus 16x square plus 21x plus 20 by the x plus 4. So here we have the solution there. So for this you should know the division of polynomials. So that is very important, because here we have this x plus 4 is a polynomial and remaining here, this is a cubical polynomial. So we are dividing this one by the linear polynomial x plus 4. So if you calculate here, you will get the 0 as remainder and quotient as 3x square plus 4x plus 5u. Okay, children? Okay. So this ends the polynomial chapter. So let's we go to the next chapter in the algebra, quadratic equations. So it carries 6 marks in the exam. So what is a quadratic equation? So children, it is very important that what is the difference between, you should know the difference between the polynomial and a equation. So when a polynomial is equating to 0, then it is known as a equation. Understood? So when a polynomial is equating to 0, then it becomes the equation. So that's why here in the previous you had seen the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. In that, the second one, quadratic polynomial, that we are going to learn as a equation. So quadratic equation, what is its definition? A quadratic equation in the variable x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are the real numbers. So and also a is not equal to 0. So this is the definition. So to identify which are the quadratic equation, as we already had seen, the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form where a is not equal to 0. That is very important. To identify here, we have these are the examples for the quadratic equations. So these are all the example for the quadratic equations, but these are not the quadratic equations because it depends upon the power there. Always quadratic equations highest power is 2. If the highest power is not 2, then definitely it is not a quadratic equation. So how to solve those? So for that we have these methods there. So graphical method, factorizing method, completing the square method and quadratic formula. So this graphical method is not there in this syllabus. So here we have the only 3. So let's we go to the next. So which are the methods there? So these methods, so again we'll recall those. Quadratic equations are solving by these methods there: factorization method, completing the square method and formula or quadratic formula method. So first example, so first method also factorization method. In the factorization method, here we will get the one equation there, x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Always there is no rule that they will give in the standard form. You have to make it in a standard form, and you should see its highest power should be 2 there. So taking this here factorization, you already know how to factorize that one. So factorizing the method means splitting the middle term there. So if you multiply, you should get the 3 there, or if you add or subtract, you should get the minus 4. If you multiply the two numbers there, which are those two numbers, minus 1 and minus 3, if you multiply there, you will get the plus 3, minus into minus plus 3. Then if you add there, you will get the minus 4. So that's why here we have those, and factors of these are x minus 1 and x minus 3. So let's writing those in terms of these factors there and equating to the 0, then we will get the x values. Here for this example, x is equal to 1 or x equal to 3. So 1 comma 3, this is a point, also we call it as that is the solution. To verify this one, you can substitute these values in your equation, you will get the 0. So now we will go to the second method, computing square method or completing the square method. In that, this is the one example there, x square plus 12x plus 32 is equal to 0. So here 32, if you multiply and subtract or add, you will not get the 12 there, and here 32 also will not get there. So for that, here we are using completing the square method. So here x square plus 12x, transfer this plus 30 to the right hand side, you will get the minus 32, and here we have to choose a number there, so which should be a perfect square. So that's why here we had chosen the 36 because only one reason. So here 12x is there. Now actually to get the value of perfect square, here we have to take the b square. Okay, so b square. So b square is equal to 1 by 2. So here if you divide it by the 2 there, you will get the 6. So 6 6 are 36. So that 36 here we took there. So this 36 we are going to add and subtract, adding on the both side. In the both side in the sense minus 32 is there. If you add the plus 36, you will get the here plus 4. And here as usually 36 there. So this x square plus 12x plus 36 is a perfect square. So it's a form we can get here that x plus 6 and x plus 6 are the two factors, so which are equal to our 4 here. So due to they are here we have the two similar or the like factors, there nothing but the x plus 6 whole square. So and here 4 is already it is a perfect square, so that's why here x plus 6 whole square is equal to 4. So taking under root there, taking the square root to on the both side, we will get the x plus 6 is equal to plus or minus 2. It is very very important, when you have a number there which is a perfect square, you should take the plus or minus. So equating these plus or minus, one is a plus and another is minus. So equating to the this term, then you will get here one side x plus 6 is equal to 2, and shift this to the right hand side, you will get the 2 minus 6 nothing but the minus 4. So x is equal to minus 4 is the one solution, and equating this only to the minus 2, there you will get the x plus 6 is equal to minus 2, shift this 6 to the right hand side, it becomes the minus 6. So minus 2 plus minus 6 is equal to minus 8. So x is equal to minus 8. So here we have the two solutions. So x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 8. These two are the solutions to our this equation, but here we are using the completing square method. So let's we go for the last method based on the this is call it as a formula method. So for the formula method, here we took one example there. So in this equation, x square plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So in this equation, which are the coefficients? Let's we write first. So here this is the formula, question. So which are the coefficients? So for that, here x square's coefficient nothing is there, means 1. And here x coefficient is 2 and 3 is a constant. We already know the quadratic equations standard form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In that a, b, c, those we noted here. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 3 along with the sign. So here we have that formula, very important formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So here a, b, c are nothing but these values. Now these values we are going to substitute in this formula. So here we have that solution or the answer to our equation there. So substituting the values here, here you have to give more importance only to this part. So b square b square minus 4ac, this is a very important part. If you give the concentrate and if you solve there, you will get the right answer. And for final exam, this will be asked for the 2 marks there. So for this equation, we got the x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 3 as the solution. So we are at the end of this chapter, that is last concept, nature of roots. So here we have the nature of roots. So roots are nothing but the solutions which we found in the last methods there. So to identify this one, so last quadratic formula method, in that b square minus 4ac is the only that we can decide the nature of the roots, means answers. So here we have the b square minus 4ac. If it is greater than 0, then we will get the distinct roots there, real roots. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then we get the equal roots, means x is equal to and x is equal to same answer. If it is b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then we will get the imaginary roots. So this can ask for the 1 mark. So dear students, so this is from these chapters. So first one, next, linear pair of equations in 2 variables. So next one, polynomials, and last one, quadratic equations. In these chapters we can grab 20 marks. So this may help you for your board exam. So thank you.